Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the studio this evening. I keep wanting to go and on the program tonight. Dear. It amuses me. But on the program tonight, we're going to do a little bit more work with this sleeping pussycat. Not much more work with it, I don't think. Just trying to do a little bit more work on the face, a little bit more work on the face, but not much. And then we shall leave it as it is. So that's the face at the moment. Fluffy Twiglet, good evening. Welcome to the studio this evening. I still haven't got used to the fact that it's a video camera. I keep wanting to treat this like a mirror, that moves it left on my screen, not right. It doesn't have to confuse me. Simple things. Since I've had a junior sort of my knee all afternoon, I was sort of studying his face a little bit. See if I can improve this, and I kind of know where I've sort of gone wrong with it, but there's not a lot I can do with it now. Actually, it's not too bad, it's just it really is, the head is too wide. I'm going to make a small attempt to rectify that. Make the ears a little bit smaller. So how's the painting been going, Fluffy Twiglet? Oh, Dragon, good evening, welcome. I'm just playing about with this face a little bit this evening. Because I've kind of got the shape. Only kind of. It's sort of right, but it looks really wide at the top. I've been studying junior today on and off whilst I've been working. As I said earlier, it's been sat on my knee all afternoon, so I kind of keep looking at his face, trying to work out what I've been doing wrong. I kind of know that feeling. That's one advantage of streaming. In a way, you got no choice but to get on with it. There's been a few times when I would just have said, if I'd have been just doing things for myself, I'd have just gone, I can't be bothered. I'll just watch some videos tonight, and then I wouldn't actually have done any. But because of the streaming, I've kind of had no choice but to basically just get on with it. And usually I have enjoyed doing it. So it's not been particularly detrimental. It's taken, as it does sometimes, a few 5-10 minutes to get actually into doing whatever it is, and then sort of the enthusiasm comes back, and then get on with things. That's alright, Dull Dragon. It's not something you have to do every day. I know I'm doing it every day at the moment, but not everybody else has to. And then I think that's the V, and I think this is the U. It is. Just trying to define the edge of the face a little bit better, just in this area. So I'm using the gouge to gouge out the wood. Ooh, mahogany carving. Sorry, mahogany woodwork, yeah. I think if I was better at carving, I was doing it actually out in a workshop. I'd want to work with sort of all the exotic woods, so like tiger wood, mahogany, ebony. What's the other one I was thinking of? Purple heart. All of those. I'd love to just see what you could, what you could do with wood like that. Especially sort of bowl work, for example, with some of those must be really nice, because they'd really show off the colours more than pure carpentry. But I'm just cleaning up what would be a sharp transition, or a relatively sharp transition, which I can't do with the chisels, because even the V-shaped gouge just is too large to get into this area. And of course the U-shaped gouges don't produce a sharp transition, they make a smooth one. Come on, piece of wood, you are going to get cut off, so you might as well do it come out of your own accord. There. See, told you it would be easier. Yeah. So I am concentrating on what I'm doing, and keep forgetting, getting lost in it, because I'm trying to just trying to be both really precise with what I'm doing, because I wanted to just sort of shave the wood, but also just trying to get that shape, that elusive shape. That's what it's all about, getting the shape. And of course I'm kind of breaking what would be a primary rule of painting, which when you paint it's kind of paint what you see, not what you think. And here I am carving what I think, not what I say. Mind you, not that I can see much because I don't have a model around, but also debating whether to actually try and hollow the ears out just a little bit. Not sure I actually strictly need to do it, but whether or not it would look better if I did. Of course, it's kind of a one-time only thing. You only get one chance. If it doesn't look very good, then too bad. There's a tree ring just across here, which you can sort of, no, you can't really see it, but when I look at it in person here, it kind of looks like the cat's sort of doing that with his head, which is kind of unfortunate. Because it's not going to go away, given that it's a tree ring and it's all the way through the wood. Right. I wish I could just smooth those eyes out a little bit. Well, the eye area, that is, because the eyes are closed. Right, just tidy up that profile a little bit, just around there. I'm just going to do some smoothing off, because I'm kind of thinking I've done enough on this. So this will be finished tonight. Which means tomorrow night I'll be back to doing scraper board. I had a sudden silly desire then to actually do paw pads on the bottom of this cat's paws, and that is a silly desire because they're all wrong for it and they're too small and they're underneath out of sight. So if I'm working on scraper board tomorrow, it's going to be, I think, a big cat. We're going to do a face of a big cat, and I don't know, I was thinking of lions and tigers, and maybe a leopard or a snow leopard perhaps came to mind. Although I also quite feel like doing something like a snow leopard for punchcraft. Having said which, I'm not sure I've got enough white to do an extensive piece. That's going to use a lot of it. So just rounding this off, got a flat edge on it, or flat side on it, which of course the cats tend to only have if they've been laid on that side for a while. He does